Then in August 2018, it's reported that they're engaged. Hailey and Justin are engaged. Hello, clowns.
I'm Ami.
I'm Yu Chen, and we're the hosts of Clown Vibes Podcast.
We're just two best friends who get together to laugh and discuss a variety of topics.
From all things pop culture to navigating through adulthood as Asian Americans and more, with our very own clownsman, of course.
We're so glad to have you here to clown around with us, and we really hope you enjoy the episode. Welcome, clowns. We have such a treat for you this fine morning, evening, night, whenever the hell you're listening to this episode.
This is highly requested, by the way.
Highly requested. I have never gotten more texts to do a specific episode, and we're doing it. We are talking about Hailey, Selena, Justin, and the long history and why they're back in the media right now.
And also, like, if you are our age, in the vicinity of our age, you have just like grown up with this drama.
For sure.
And so to like witness it all falling out, also the drama's not over.
No,
the drama
it'll never be over.
Continue. But it has gotten really big right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we think it's important as part of Clown Vibes and Clown Vibes culture to talk about these clowns.
For sure. They are A1 clowns.
Okay, so the way that we're going to do it is we are going to talk about why they're kind of in the news right now very briefly. Then we will give you the TLDR very long history of these three. Also, side pieces that are just now emerging. And this is like a very complicated saga. There are main characters, there are side characters, there are side plots. Everyone is involved, but no one's involved. The drama doesn't exist, but obviously it does exist, because why else is everyone in our world about it? We will walk you through the ultimate fallout through to... We are recording it March 10th. I'm sure there's going to be more coming out. There's more that came out this morning. We'll give you the deets. I hope everyone is ready for this wild, wild ride.
It's going to be a fun one. I woke up early this morning, accidentally, don't know why, but I have been pumped since, just waiting for us to talk about this.
Okay, what is like the 30-second elevator pitch of where we are right now?
Okay, so right now things started heating up again in like February, when most notably Selena posted a video saying that she over laminated her eyebrows, and then Kylie posted on her story her eyebrows and said like, is this an accident or something like that. And then her and Hailey FaceTime took a screenshot, and Kylie posted that of their eyebrows, like a close-up. So it just brought back the trauma. And
yes,
since then, TikTok has been investigating the shit out of old stuff.
Yes. And I've like dug into a lot of it too, and I'll come back with my findings. But the even more like leveled up for those who really are like, who's Kylie? Who's Selena? What's TikTok? Basically, Selena Gomez used to date Justin Bieber for a very long time. They were each other's first love. They were like the ultimate couple. And then he ends up marrying Hailey Baldwin, who is now Hailey Bieber. And there's just rumor drama between the two girls for a very long time. And now it's just all bubbled up and exploded in the past few weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. It all starts, the lore of it all starts in like 2009, maybe earlier. Hailey meets Justin as a fan, and Hailey is Hailey Baldwin. She is the daughter of Stephen Baldwin, who is one of the more irrelevant Baldwin brothers in the Baldwin. Is it trio, or there are four of them?
I couldn't tell you.
Exactly. He's irrelevant. Also, the first time I heard about her, I looked her up and I was just like, why is she so ugly? She looks just like Alec Baldwin.
Really? I don't remember what Hailey looked like back then.
She has like obviously right now is like such a style icon, a
Yeah.
beauty icon. But back then when she was just getting in the news cycle, I was just like, what is the hype with this girl? She looks just like the female version of Alec Baldwin. Like the Baldwin genes are strong in that family. But anyways, she meets Justin as a fan.
Okay.
And so she's just like not really known as anything. She's very young. Also, to set the context, they are our age. So in 2009, they were what, like 16? No, not even, maybe younger, like
Yeah.
14. How old were we in 2009?
Oh my God,
We
that's
are 28 right now. This
we
was
were
10 years ago.
13.
Anyways, this I've embarrassed myself this
We
morning
can't
trying to
do
do
math.
mental math. But I looked this up. They were young at this
Yeah,
point, and she's just a fan of him, as we all were. This was
totally.
like peak Justin baby era. What a time to be alive at that point.
Such a good time. I miss that era.
Hailey meets Justin, and this is where like we need to kind of get into the side plots as well, because in
Yeah.
2009 Taylor Swift wins an MTV VMAs award, and I'm sure everyone knows this, but
Yeah.
Kanye interrupts her rudely, and this is basically the catalyst for all the drama that started between Kanye and Taylor.
This is Taylor's villain origin
It
story.
is her origin story, but her origin story is
Yeah,
intertwined in this origin
for
story.
sure.
So I'm just going to leave that piece of knowledge out here. Remember it because we will be bringing it back. In 2011, Justin and Selena start officially dating. They are both at the peak of I don't want to say peak, but like peak of their teen careers.
Yeah.
Both are super famous for different reasons. And it was rumored that they were dating for a long time, but they haven't been official. And they just became official in 2011. And Hailey, remember, she met him in 2009. So she has become a super fan, as we all were. And this was also peak, like early fandom on Twitter, where like
Yeah.
you have no idea that what you're saying out there is just going to be stuck in
In the universe forever.
forever. But she's like even tweeting her support for their
Yeah.
relationship at this time, as all fans were. Like fans were going crazy for them.
Or were they the birth of celeb couple names? Jelena.
Ooh, maybe. Yes. I would love that if it were,
Yeah.
but yes, Jelena was like the thing. And like if you were a true fan, you were happy for them. Like
For
they
sure.
were the ultimate couple. You were jealous of Selena, but like you loved them together.
Yeah.
In 2012, do you remember when Justin, Selena, and Ashley Tisdale and a bunch of other people created this Call Me Maybe video?
Yes. When I was looking stuff up, I rewatched it and I was like, wow, this
It's
was
very
such a
cringe because it was
throwback.
made on photo booth. The good old photo booth days when quality was just not it, but we were just not afraid to embarrass the shit out of ourselves.
For sure. It was the era of posting anything you wanted.
I miss that.
100% missed that. That's Snapchat kind of brought that back.
Yes. Anyways, this like blew up. The fans loved it. They loved it so much that a group of their super fans, including Hailey, made a dupe of this video. Like they recreated it and they stitched it together, and it is out there in the universe.
Wow.
I've seen it. A
I've got to
very
look
young.
this one up.
There's just so many like videos of her just dancing to Justin. Like
Yeah.
she was a super fan. There's no denying it. Do we blame her? No. He was
No.
like the it guy back then. In 2012 to 2015, Selena and Justin basically have like a very on and off relationship. They're together, they break up, they're back together again. In 2012, remember we brought up Kanye. Kanye starts dating Kim Kardashian as well, bringing in a very large group of fans into this whole drama that he has with Taylor. And this is where like the full Kardashian force is like kind of brought into this drama. At the same time, Kylie and Kendall, the Jenners of the group, Kim's half sisters, are friends with Hailey because she's celebrity adjacent and they're around the same age. So there's just a lot of like intertwinedness in this celebrity drama.
The celeb web is very connected.
Super connected. And while this is happening, Hailey is just continuing to be her like super fan self. And she's living in New York at the time and is in the New York Belieber group. And that group is just crazy super fans, just because, you know, growing up in New York, you just have the ability to just go out and be at these places that these celebs could be in. And so she makes internet friends, Twitter friends with a bunch of these like other super fans. And they're just all DMing each other. And there are like screenshots. Of course, like you can fake screenshots, whatever. But there are specific screenshots of her asking these super fans, like, hey, do you know where Justin is? Kylie or like Kendall and I want to know. So they would accidentally like bump into him. And of course, like because they're a little bit celebrity adjacent, they wouldn't be like the outright fans. They're just like waiting and screaming for Justin outside his hotel. They would like make these really casual run-ins where they'd be eating at the restaurant, the same restaurant, just happened to be there. Or they would stay at the same hotel that he would be there. And like, of course, you can fake all these DMs. Like, that's really easy. What blows my mind and why I know this is real is there are so many videos of her in the background of these like paparazzi videos. Like I've seen them. She's very obviously there. So she is with the craze fans, just like always there. And like, she's also not afraid to like tweet out that she like loves Justin. I saw this one tweet.
She's very open
like
about
talking it. She's talking about his height and she's like, oh, I think he'll grow taller. And because they're like about the same height, I'm just like, this is classic, like you loving this guy. Because I, at the same time, loved Josh Hutcherson. And I remember looking up his height too. She was basically obsessed. There's no denying it. We can't even blame her. Like we were all obsessed. Girls gotta do what she's gotta do. And during this entire time that she's pretty much like stalking him as a crazed fan, he's been on and off with Selena. Now we get to 2015, which is kind of like where their stories start to intertwine. 2015 was a crazy time in like the celebrity adjacent world, because that is when like influencers, nepo babies start to become more popular as models. Most notably Gigi Hadid and Kendall Jenner. But also Hailey is also in this like realm of, she's signed with like IMG or something. And so she is meeting Justin more like on a third, second degree connection now, rather than just a crazed fan. And this is where the New Year's Eve, like 2015 drama first started. So Kendall, Gigi, and Selena all are in Dubai for New Year's Eve in 2015, along with like so many other models and celebrities. And the whole like speculation and rumor is that Gigi and Kendall invited Selena to go with them to Dubai so that Hailey and Justin could like hang out together on New Year's Eve.
This is such classic girl group plotting to get the guy.
Girl group plotting, which is like 100% like confirmed that Hailey did this as in her crazed fan era. But this is like a whole new like elevated way of like girl group plotting, which we've all done it. We've all girl group plotted before.
For sure.
To like be on the other side of things. So this whole like Dubai trip, there was a big beach party that was planned by Balmain, which is a huge luxury brand that at the time featured Gigi and Kendall a lot. Like their collection with H&M was like the biggest thing at the time. I remember when it came out and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy.
Wait, Balmain did a collab with H&M?
Yes, I distinctly remember this because the campaign was basically all the like Nepo baby siblings fighting it out with each other. So it was like Kendall versus Kylie, Bella versus Gigi. Like they were all in it. And that was like the concept. It was a really great
Interesting. I've
concept.
got to look it up.
But that's why like this was at peak, like
Yeah.
when the Kardashians started getting really heavy into Balmain.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were there for the trip, and it's not confirmed whether Selena got invited by Balmain as Selena or if she was like a plus one for Gigi. That's
Mm-hmm.
not confirmed, but there were just so many celebrities there in the first place that
Yeah.
she could have just gotten invited on her own. Who knows? But at the same time that this was happening, Justin and Hailey are in Turks and Caicos. It's all over Instagram. They're celebrating New Year's together as like close friends, whatever that means. Whatever that means, it's
Sure.
sus around December 2015. That is when Justin first starts publicly dating Hailey.
And this is like the year after their New Year's Eve trip, right?
Oh, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Wait, when did Selena and Justin break up in this time? Like break up fully?
I think it was just like mid 2015.
Oh, so when they went on New Year's Eve together, Justin was still dating Selena?
I don't know. They've been
Okay, they were so on and off
on
that
and
it's like
off
very confusing. Yeah, okay. That's fair.
around like early 2016, like Justin and Hailey are dating. There's a GQ article that comes out about him talking about like how they're exclusive. But they break up shortly after due to like who knows what.
Wait, just to clarify, I think in the GQ article they said they were not exclusive because they said like, oh, we're just young and having fun. Side note.
Really?
Yeah. But they confirmed that they were together, but not exclusive. And then they break up shortly after.
Anyways, the moral of that part is that it was very fleeting. He
Yeah.
ends up dating Sophia Richie and they're like posting together. All of this is really bothering Selena because when Justin comes out and like defends Sophia Richie, because all of his fans are like basically hating on her, she comments, if you can't handle the hate, then stop posting pictures of your girlfriend. LOL. It should be special between you two only. Don't be mad at your fans. They love you. I have secondhand embarrassment from that interaction itself. But
That
like,
was such a 2015 comment.
yes, because in like 2015, 2016, like we didn't know how to really behave
Yeah.
on Instagram. And that was like peak Instagram like era
Mm-hmm.
too. And then Justin comments, it's funny to see people that use me for attention are still trying to point the finger this way. Sad, all love. I'm not one for anyone receiving hate. Do they not know that this is like Slack now? This is
Yeah.
what, as a warning to all Slack users, be careful what you say because it is out there forever. And then finally, Selena replies, funny how the ones that cheated multiple times are pointing the finger at the ones that were forgiving
Oh
and
my
supportive.
God.
No wonder fans are mad. Sad, all love. So crazy that this is just like out there.
Only reality TV stars do that kind of shit these days. Like, you are not catching real
Truly.
celebrities do that anymore.
While this is all going on, you know, obviously Justin and Selena are upset with one another, as kind of expected post like a really big breakup.
Yeah.
We are back in the Kim, Kanye, Taylor timeline. Kanye's famous song, Famous, drops. And for everyone who doesn't know why Famous is important, he basically has a line in there that says, me and Taylor might still have sex. I made that bitch famous. And then that sparks Phonegate. Do you remember Phonegate?
Yes. Who can forget?
Who could forget Phonegate and the fallout that happens? Because this is when Kanye now has the power of the Kardashians behind him. After he drops the song, Taylor is really upset. She's like publicly calling him out. This is when Taylor is like at her peak
Yeah.
popularity, and she's calling him out on social media, saying like she never approved this. Da, 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 da. Kim and Kanye are silent for a bit, but then Kim releases a recorded video of Kanye talking to Taylor on the phone, and basically she's like kind of giving him the approval to like
Mm-hmm.
mention her in the song, which basically like dispels what Taylor was saying, how she didn't know that this was happening, and essentially calling Taylor a liar. And there's like a lot of back and forth about this, but Taylor was like, I never proved the line like I made that bitch famous. Like that's not what I approved. It just got all nitty gritty
Yeah.
and like really just nitpicky at this point. And it just brought back a lot of issues between the two groups.
Yeah.
And then there's National Snake Day, which why do we not celebrate National Snake Day? We need to remember what happened on National Snake Day of 2016.
A day we'll never forget.
We will never forget. So Kim Kardashian tweets like, "Oh, it's National Snake Day. They must have a holiday for everyone." And then she starts using the snake emoji as a very pointed response to Taylor Swift. And then she like just mobilizes all the Kardashian fans, all the Kanye fans into getting into Taylor's Instagram and commenting the snake emoji. It got so bad that I think Instagram actually turned off her comments
Dang.
for bullying. And this was before you could like actively turn off your comments. This is actually, I think, what sparked the need for this product development on the Instagram side, because Taylor was getting bullied left and right on National Snake Day. I was actually kind of living for it. I was not a fan of Taylor at the time.
Yeah, back then I was like so team Kim and Kanye, but now looking back, I'm like, this poor girl, I kind of just feel so bad for her now. Like in her formative years was basically bullied by Kanye on stage, and has had irreparable damage to her psyche.
I'm gonna quickly go over like the next few years. The next few years aren't super important. In 2017, Selena dates The Weeknd, who also used to date Bella Hadid. Just remember how small the celebrity world is. In November of 2017, Selena gets back together with Justin. In February 2018, Selena goes with Justin to his dad's wedding in Jamaica. Like, she is really involved with his family. They love her, she loves him. This is like documented in like the paparazzi photos of this wedding.
This is when they were like riding bikes. Like these pictures live in my mind rent free of them like being so happy riding bikes, like just in the neighborhood.
But then all things must come to an end, because in May 2018, they quote unquote break up for good. May 2018, remember, May 2018 is the day that it's announced that they break up. June 2018, rumors already circulating that he is back with Hailey. During this 2017-28 era, though, when her and Dustin are back together, he is still close friends with Hailey. They are still texting, which probably brought up a lot of insecurities with Selena and like tainted their relationship from the get-go.
For sure.
Then in August 2018, it's reported that they're engaged. Hailey and Justin are engaged.
Lord.
From May 2018, when him and Selena break up, to August 2018, he is engaged to Hailey Baldwin.
One thing I want to bring up that Dumois has recently come out and said is Selena basically hates Hailey for 4 reasons. And one of the 4 reasons is apparently as close as the week that they were getting engaged, Justin was telling Selena like he would love her forever and was like sad about the breakup and, you know, just saying very inappropriate things for a man who's about to get engaged.
It's very like I don't blame him for saying that because you just broke up with like who was the love of your life for
Yeah.
a very long time. There is just no way that he moved on that fast at our age. He moved on
Yeah,
that
yeah,
fast. Like he just hasn't lived like had enough like experiences in dating to like truly understand like that he's over her. And there's like so many like articles or interviews with him where they're like, who inspires you the most? And he's like, oh, my ex. Like,
yeah.
it's very obvious she was very important to him in his early years. Like, they supported each other as
For
they became
sure. They like live
famous.
together. And when you live with someone who's your boyfriend at like what, 17, that's really
Yeah.
crazy. Like you, in some ways, they're probably very codependent.
Yeah. And there's just like no way that even if there was no overlap in the time that he was with Hailey versus that time that he was with Selena, there's obviously overlap in feelings, right?
Oh,
There's
for
just
sure.
no way.
This is like, you can't blame him for saying those things to Selena, but you can blame him for proposing. Like,
Right.
what was the rush, dude?
I feel like he had something to prove, or like,
Yeah.
why did Hailey not feel icky about this? But
Yeah.
maybe she was, she's a super fan. She's really trying to lock this down.
Let me tell you a very crazy blind item about this situation. So, Justin and Hailey are part of Hillstone Church,
Mm-hmm.
and there are rumors that Hillstone sets couples up Scientology style. So, there's a rumor going around that Justin and Hailey were basically set up by the church for publicity, for just like church purposes. Like, this was their quote unquote arrangement.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We need to dig into this a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, it is very, very blind item. So take it with a grain of salt. But you know what? I'd believe it. I believe it.
All right, back to the timeline because we're still not to present day yet.
No.
September 2018, him and Hailey Baldwin get married. She now becomes what she's known now as Hailey Bieber, and they move in together.
1 month after their engagement, they get
One
married at the
month,
court.
yes. What is the rush? They eventually had like a bigger wedding,
Mhm.
but like they were super eager to tie the knot.
Yeah.
Anyways, in 2019, we are back in the side plots here. It is announced that Scooter Braun's buys Big Machine label, which is the label that Taylor Swift was previously under,
Mhm.
and that she's no longer, which sparks her whole like issue with Scooter Braun's, but also kind of like propels her to start re-recording a lot of her older songs that you've seen happen in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Anyways, Taylor claims that she was never given the right to like buy her own music when the ownership transfers from Big Machine label to Scooter Braun's. And there's just a lot of drama between that whole group. And let it be known that Scooter and Justin are really close, like
Mhm.
really, really close. A lot of celebrities, a lot of pop artists are taking sides, but Justin is on Scooter Braun's side. At
Yeah.
the same time that this is happening, there is this one video that I think Justin posted on his Instagram where
Mhm.
he's with Scooter and Kanye, all of Taylor's like
Enemies.
enemies.
Yeah.
And they're just saying, Taylor Swift, what's up? And it's just such
Yeah.
classic bullying, but like at a super large scale because everyone is a
Yeah.
celebrity at this point.
And at this is like the biggest news story at the time. So they're just adding fuel to the fire unnecessarily.
Unnecessarily.
And this is Demois' second of four reasons that Selena hates Hailey is Selena says like Hailey should have stopped that and like shouldn't have let the Justin do this. But I have a critique on this one where it's like, how can you really blame Hailey? It's,
Yeah.
she can't control him.
Justin is his own person.
Exactly. This was not on Hailey.
If you don't support it, don't comment. But
Yeah.
also don't like comment being supportive.
Yeah.
And like I think she outright came out as like supportive of him. But the reason why Selena doesn't like this is Selena and Taylor are best friends. I don't know if we
Yeah.
stated this out loud, but they've been best friends through like this entire thing. Like Taylor has witnessed the on and off saga of Selena and Justin for like so long.
Wait, did Hailey post that she was supportive of Justin's video?
I don't know if it's the video outright, but I think she was like she said something in support of him.
About it. It's very like Kim K Kanye, where Kim
Yeah.
defended Kanye to the ground.
Yeah. This entire time, Hailey is married to Justin. Justin posts this like this is a funny side story, but Justin posted this story of like this article misspelling his name. And in the sidebar, people could clearly see his search history, and one of his search history was Selena Gomez Coachella outfit.
Oh my God, this such clown behavior. That's so funny. I love that for him.
Such clown behavior because it's so obvious he is still like thinking about her. There's no way he's not thinking about her. I feel bad for Hailey in this moment. Like,
for sure.
What can she do? Like, he's so obviously still into his ex.
You know, this is why I believe the church rumors, because what girl wants to deal with this shit?
I mean, but she's a super fan, so maybe she's just.
But is it worth it?
To all of this, I don't know. I've never been such a crazed super fan, and also at this point, like she's not even that big of a model anymore. Like like a lot of her net worth is just coming from her association with Justin and being like his wife.
Yeah.
Anyway, September 2019, they have their official wedding. October 2019, Selena comes out with the song Lose You to Love Me, which is so very obviously about Justin. And the lyrics are, she basically confirmed the timeline too. In 2 months, you replaced us like it was easy, made me think I deserved it in the thick of healing. Like she confirmed the timeline. She basically confirmed what all of us were speculating, which obviously does not make Hailey or Justin look good in this situation.
For sure.
And then from 2019 to 2022, I think like it's when Selena kind of took a back seat in all of like her social media. If you watch her documentary on Apple TV, you'll kind of know why she was struggling with a lot of like health issues. And so I think like adding to the fire and the clownness, all the fans are just ravaged. Like they are just they are just so focused on defending Selena that they are scrutinizing everything that like Hailey is doing. A funny thing that happened in 2020, Selena releases her album Rare and has a release party. Hailey's stylist, this is all rumors by the way. Hailey's stylist befriends someone close to Selena, basically gets deets on the album party location, dresses up Hailey really well, and calls the paparazzi to photograph like Hailey showing up at the same location, basically like upstaging Selena. And I bring this example up as like fans have been saying this for years, but like they have been like saying that Hailey and her crowd have been like silently like negging Selena on for like so many years, and it's like not outright come out as like bullying, but just like instances like these are just very like small but like kind of obvious that
and they add up.
Selena.
For sure. They add up. And everything is like, there's too many things for it to be a coincidence at this point. Like Selena has a cooking show and brings her family on. Hailey has a cooking show and brings her family on. Selena has this G tattoo. Hailey has this G tattoo. And it's endless. There's so many examples like this.
So many. And like Selena has been like really silent about this for the longest time, but like poor girl going through it, like she is not oblivious to all these things.
And in the day and age of the internet where she's seeing this stuff constantly and everyone is like digging into the archives at all times, like you can't escape it.
No way. All right. September 2022, Hailey is on Call Her Daddy, where she like people are freaking out about this because she basically addresses like if there was overlap. And you listened to this episode, right?
I did. In her addressing the situation, pretty much all she says is like, I promise there was no overlap. There's no like evidence or anything. Like, I don't know what she could have provided as evidence, but her stance is basically there was no overlap. The three of us are fine, so everyone else should be fine about it. And she's basically like, I don't think that your fans need to like me, but they need to respect me. or like show respect is basically the tagline of this interview. She really doesn't give that much like juicy details away. And like, of
Earn your
course,
respect. She needs to earn their respect.
yeah, it's weird. Yeah, she used the word respect a lot, and it was an interesting choice. I think, obviously she wasn't going to come into this interview and say, like, yeah, we overlapped. Like, of course, she was just going to say, no, we didn't overlap. Like, what else was she supposed to say? What didn't really feel convincing, except that she was just like, I'm an honorable person, more
There
or
could
less.
have been like no overlap, but like a lot of back and forth. Like there's so many ways that you could like spin this to make
Yeah.
yourself look good. Who really knows?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're not really concerned about the overlap. We're concerned about how short of a time it was between like Selena and Justin breaking up versus them actually like getting engaged. That's crazy to begin with. And there's no way you can spin that.
The way she like talks about it, she says like that the time that they got back together, like right before that Hailey and Justin got engaged, was necessary for them both to like close the chapter and move on. And she says, like, had I thought that there was anything lingering, I would not have gotten involved with him again, like something to that gist.
Obviously something's lingering. Like obviously the three of them are not okay due to the fallout.
And we don't know what Justin is saying to her on her side, right? He could be like adamant that he's over it. This is her story. She could be lying. We don't really know. The reason she went on Call Her Daddy was basically to get ahead of Selena's documentary, because Selena had been filming for years. And they must have thought, or it's rumored that they thought that Selena was going to expose the timeline. So to get ahead of it, Hailey went on Call Her Daddy.
Which is like so classic, but also jokes on them, because Selena was so classy in that I don't even think she mentioned Justin once.
No, at all. And so then whenever the documentary came out and she didn't mention Justin, everyone was like, Hailey got played. And the thing that bothers me the most about all of this is Justin is nowhere.
Nowhere.
You know who should be answering for all of this is fucking Justin.
Yeah, tell us the truth, Justin.
Because
come on, clown vibes. We'll tell the true timeline here.
He could easily have been lying to Hailey. Like, we really don't know. I think Hailey has her own faults. But in this situation, maybe she didn't really understand the timeline the way that it really happened. Who knows?
Who knows? All right, I'm wrapping it up to bring us to present day. At this time in late 2022, fans are like, oh, they're all good now. Like they even posted a picture together. Hailey and Selena posted a picture together at a gala. Like everything's all rosy. It seems like they've really moved on. And then bam, it's 2023. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. And things are going to blow up.
Yeah. So in January 2023, Selena is getting a lot of hate there's a lot of trolls commenting on her body. And Hailey and two of her friends post a TikTok with the God's timing is always right sound. And everyone speculates that it's in relation to Selena getting harassed for the pictures that came out of her in a swimsuit that everyone was being mean about. Then is the whole eyebrow saga, which I explained at the beginning of this episode, where Selena posted about her eyebrows. Then Hailey, Kylie are basically retaliating with eyebrows. And this is Dumois' third of 4 points, where Selena thinks like Kylie getting involved is like taking it too far. Like, don't involve Kylie.
And Kylie has like her own army of fans too.
Yeah. So involving another person so like intimately is unnecessary. And Selena does comment on a video that basically says like, relax everyone, I'm a Kylie fan. Like, I'm not insulted by this. At the same time, on February 23rd, a video resurfaces of Hailey making the gagging motion in relation to Taylor Swift being mentioned. And Selena comments on this resurfaced video and says, "So sorry. My best friend is and continues to be one of the best in the game."
Right. So the fact that she feels like she needs to comment on this video of Hailey, and I think like this video of Hailey was part of like a comedy skit, or it wasn't like truly her reaction, I think, to Taylor. So it's obvious Selena is bothered.
Yeah. And this is a 2017 video. So it's from the depths of their messiness.
Yeah.
And Selena then announces that she's going to take a break from TikTok. And in the middle of all of this, Selena passes Kylie in Instagram followers, and Kylie and Hailey are rapidly losing followers. I think at this point, Hailey has lost like 700K. Kylie lost them and got them back, so maybe she paid for some bots. The heck knows. But Selena is at 390 million and Kylie is at 380 million now of Instagram followers.
The fans are just adding fuel to the fire at this point. They're calling like the Hailey Jenner group like the Mean Girls, and like throwing a ton of support to Selena's way. But Selena's obviously like hurting. That's why she's taking a social media break. Like she's just tired of the shit, as we all would be. This all started in like 2012.
Yeah, this is a long 11-year feud.
Yeah.
It's exhausting to anyone. And the Hailey, Kylie, all of them, like they're not taking a break. They're not saying like, let me not post to like stop adding fuel to this fire. They're adding it. So then on February 27th, Hailey reposts a PR unboxing of her skincare brand Rhode with the song Calm Down by Rima, which Selena has a feature in, but she like uses the sound without Selena or something like that. So
that's a stretch.
It is a stretch. People are thinking like this was purposeful, whatever. The thing is, it's a stretch, but you should be thinking about it from this angle of, should I be posting this? Like,
your PR team better be working overtime.
Yeah.
And the fact that this came out, just hire a better PR team.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's a stretch, but then on top of all of the other coincidences that everyone is digging up currently, it's just one on top of the other, which makes you think it's not. She's doing this on purpose. Like these people need to be more strategic about what's going on.
Yeah.
And then on March 1st, it's Justin's birthday. Hailey posts for Justin's birthday. In the middle of this, Jordan Woods, which is Kylie's ex-BFF, who slept with Tristan Thompson, Chloe's baby daddy. That's a whole nother saga.
We're bringing in a whole nother side plot here.
A whole nother side plot. She posts a Snapchat video with Rare Beauty, basically like confirming her allegiance. And then last weekend, Justin had a birthday party. And at his birthday party, they gave out favors, which I think is a lighter. It's really hard to see what it is. And I have read it like in 2 places it's a lighter, so we're saying it's a lighter. And I have a quote: "I'm so thankful I didn't end up with what I thought I wanted." And so everyone thinks that this is Hailey putting this quote and it's about Selena.
Do we think this is a stretch?
This is a stretch again, but again, it's like adding fuel to the fire of why did you put out any favor that could be misconstrued?
Okay, here's the thing is like we've been saying like why has Justin not said anything in support of Hailey or just like telling everyone to like quiet down?
Yeah.
But he says this one thing on his birthday post in support of her. It's kind of is in support of her, but in a really like, if it is in support of her, in a really distasteful way to Selena.
What did he say?
The whole quote, "I'm so thankful I didn't end up with what." Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The lighter quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. People think that there's no way Justin had anything to do with this party and that it was Hailey that decided what the favors were going to be, which I think is giving too much credit to Hailey in this situation. Like
he could have just said, "I love the support I have," and just left it at that.
Yeah, I'm like really unsure why they had to even engrave this lighter.
Anyways, this brings us to present day. Like as a recap, there's the Selena, the Taylor fans on one side, then there's like the Kardashians, the Hailey
Hailey.
Baldwin fans on the other side. Where the Justin fans side, I don't know. Maybe they're all split.
I almost feel like they're mostly Jelena fans. Okay, one other side plot is Justin's sisters posted
I saw
TikTok
that.
videos of Selena Gomez, like saying that they love her, implying that they are Team Selena, which is messy.
Messy. They're young girls too, so they don't know what the
Yeah.
F they're doing. But someone take their phones away. Like
Yeah.
they do not
But
need to be
if
pledging
I'm
their
Justin,
allegiance.
yeah, if I'm Justin, when it gets to that point, you have to do something, dude. Like now's the time.
I feel really bad, honestly, for both Hailey and
Totally.
Selena,
Same.
which I think like brings us to like our who do we side with? So I'll just say this.
Okay.
They either be in a throuple. I'd be okay with that. Get into a throuple. Like I think that would solve all issues. Or they do not end up like he does not end up with either Selena or Hailey. Like both relationships are so tainted that it's just like you're better off starting going off grid for a bit and just starting new with someone else, in my opinion.
I really feel bad for both Hailey and Selena. I think that in a lot of ways they were both misled.
Mm-hmm.
They both are suffering for Justin, and they think, I guess Hailey believes that it's worth it right now. And it just sucks. It sucks that Justin is always nowhere to be seen. Like in response, or
Where is he?
where is he? He should have done call her daddy. Like he should have done something. Sending Hailey out to be your mouthpiece, I think like to me feels like you just don't give a shit what people are saying to her and the backlash she's getting on behalf of you. When you like had he gone and said stuff, he would not be getting as much backlash because the Selena fans like aren't going to bash him as much. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
don't feel like they're gonna take it out on him the way they take it out on Hailey.
Yeah.
And they vilify
Hailey gets
Hailey
they do.
so much. Hailey doesn't help the situation by doing these weird things that make it seem like she's taunting Selena. She needs to fucking stop posting anything for a while. But it's at the end of the day, it was Justin's role to stay faithful to Selena. It was on Justin to create a healthy relationship with Hailey. Like, it's not on the girls.
And like it's on them to create a healthy relationship timeline too. Like
Yeah,
there are so many ways where you could get engaged, get married, and keep it to yourself. Like, you know how so many celebrities come out a year later and say, like, oh, we actually got engaged at this time, but we
yeah,
kept it like very private. Hailey and Justin were not private at all about their relationship
that's
timeline.
true. I think like they might have had too many paparazzi around them and like felt like it was going to get out anyway. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
that's why they said. But agreed. Like then if you think that's the case, then just wait.
Just wait. What is the rush? Maybe the church is more involved than we like.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
right.
That's why I really believe this church thing because Hailey was 21 when they got engaged and Justin was 23 or 24. So there was truly no rush. And in Call Her Daddy, Hailey says, like, I did not expect to get engaged and married so young. Then
Mm-hmm.
why did you?
Yeah.
Then like just chill. If you're gonna be together for the rest of your life, then what's a couple more years to prevent so much future pain?
Yeah. Honestly, all of this is like it's great content in the
Yeah,
pop culture world, but I'm honestly kind of tired of it. Like it's
for
the
sure.
same, like the feud between Selena and Hailey has been going on for too long. The feud between like the Kardashians and Taylor have been
Mm-hmm.
going on for too long. Like we're hungry for a different group of people.
Yeah.
Like
Honestly,
this is
the Pump
tiring.
Rules drama has really overshadowed Hailey and
Yes.
Selena. And I think that it's good in that we can rest on this for a little bit. Do it again next year.
We'll be reporting about it next year if it happens. Rest
For
assured.
sure. I think it's bound to happen. It happens every year or so. So There's no rest for the wicked. Thanks so much for listening. You can follow us on all social media at Clown Vibes Podcast or email us at clownvibespodcast@gmail.com.
And if you enjoy our show and want to support us, please like, subscribe, and give us a rating and review. That's it for today. Bye,
Bye,
clowns.
clowns.